Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Sultanate reviews the United States' decision on withdrawing from the nuclear deal between Iran and 5+1 powers and exert possible and available effort to preserve security and stability in the region. AlMajalah bin Abi Safra Al-Azdi Al-Omani seminar inaugurates with participation of academics and historians. Officials' working hours at public and private sectors during the holy month of Ramadan is declared. And the Public Authority for Radio and Television wins a number of awards in Arab and Media Day in Cairo. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us live from this news center. Here we present to you the details of this news bulletin. The Minister of Foreign Affairs issued a statement on the United States' decision to withdraw from the nuclear deal between Iran and 5+1 power signed in 2015, which has been approved by the United Nations Security Council. The statement confirms that the Sultanate, which has friendly cooperation relations with both the US and Iran, it will continue to follow up the developments of the decision, and it will exert possible available efforts to safeguard the security and stability in the region. The statement sees that Washington and Tehran are both involved in achieving peace and stability in the region, and the confrontation choice is not for the interest of any party, appreciating the stand of other five partners in sticking with the deal in a way that contribute in achieving regional and international peace and stability. His Excellency Abdul Aziz bin Mohammed Al Rawas, advisor of His Majesty the Sultan for Cultural Affairs, stated that they are gathered in this seminar to stop the aggression on the history of the ancestors, which depicts that great men served their country and people wherever they went. He also said that the history is not owned by anyone, but people who came back to their nations and belonging. He added that they hope these sessions succeeds to extend the bridges of dialogue with others to be part of this dear land, which consists of many. However, His Excellency said that some of those individuals left their land and Omani identity and disappeared from Oman, and now after 40 years and so, they want to come back and they are welcome. An international symposium on the Omani AlMajalah bin Abi Safra Al-Azdi, organized by Nizwa University, represented by Khalil bin Ahmed Al-Farahidi Center for Arab and Humanitarian Studies, began this morning at the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque under the auspices of His Excellency Abdul Aziz bin Mohammed Al Rawas, advisor of His Majesty the Sultan for Cultural Affairs. I was present at the event, and here is the report. With the aim of introducing authentic aspects of the Omani history, an international symposium that focus on the personality and life of the Omani warrior, AlMajalah bin Abi Safra Al-Azdi, in the presence of elite academics and historians from the Sultanate, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait and Egypt, who are taking part in the symposium.
AlMajalah bin Abi Safra is an important Omani figure who lived in the 1st century Hijri, an Omani with an international perspective. So he belongs to Oman. Yes, he comes originally from, or he came originally from Oman, and contributed to the development and improvement and expand of the Muslim state at that time.
The symposium aims at emphasizing that AlMajalah is an Omani figure and presenting him through old historic and literary resources and references, beside highlighting the roles of his ancestors in Oman, Hijaz and Iraq. The historic theme will touch on Al-Muhallab and Al-Muhallab family in Arab, Omani, and foreign sources. The literary theme will address Al-Mahalib family and what is said in their praise and their scientific production, while the archaeological landmarks of the Al-Mahalib family in the Sultanate will be studied. The lights of the past expand to shine the glories of the present and illuminate the paths of the future. Thus, Oman is proud to highlight its treasures of great history achieved by its people. Al-Muhallab bin Abi Sufra al-Uzdi, a pure Omani figure born on Omani soil, is one of those who had glory achievements with international perspective. His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal bin Saud Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of the Royal Court and Chairman of the Civil Service Council, issued today a decision declaring that official working hours at the ministries, public authorities and other departments of the state's administrative apparatus during the holy month of Ramadan for 1439 Hijrah will be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Minister of the Diwan of the Royal Court extended his heartfelt greetings and best wishes to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos on this blessed occasion, praying to Allah the Almighty to protect His Majesty and grant him good health, happiness and long life. And for the return of this and similar occasion on His Majesty for many years to come, and the Omani people and the dear country further progress and welfare under His Majesty's wise leadership, and blessings to all Muslims. Meanwhile, His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasser Al Bakri, Minister of Manpower, also issued a decision during reducing the working hours at the private sector companies and establishments for Muslims during the holy month of Ramadan to 6 hours per day and 30 hours per week. On this occasion, all employees in the private sectors forward their best greetings to His Majesty the Sultan, praying to Allah the Almighty to protect him and endue him with good health, happiness and long life, and to return similar occasions on him and to the Omani people and all Muslims with good omen and blessings. The Public Authority for Radio and Television received several awards on the occasion of the celebration of the third session of Arab Media Day. The File of the Week program won the Arab Media Excellence Award in the field of television for the year 2018 for the Best Talk Show Program. Nizwa program won the Arab Media Excellence Award in the category of Best Documentary TV Program. Muna bint Mahfouz Al-Mandariya was honored the award for excellence in Arab media in the field of television in appreciation for her distinguished professional career match. This came on the sidelines of a meeting of Arab information ministers at the League of Arab States in Cairo. 15 sites for integrated rest places were offered for investments by the Ministry of Housing on the routes of express roads in the Sultanate. The move came to provide basic services and activate economic and tourism movement. The first package of these rest places includes 9 sites on Adam Thamrit and 6 sites on Al-Batna Express Road in the wilayas of Barka, Liwa and Saham. The determined sites includes a petrol filling station, a mosque, commercial center, car service and maintenance center, a hotel, guest house, a recreation ground and parking areas. They will be built on an area of 30 square meters for each site. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and still to come in our news bulletin. Royal Opera House Muscat reveals its events for the current season 2018-2019. Welcome back to the news from the Sultan of Oman television. British Prime Minister Theresa May told Parliament today that she had been clear in a number of conversations with the President of the United States that the nuclear deal with Iran should remain in place. Answering lawmakers' question, May further said,
Prime Minister.
I have been very clear in a number of conversations with the President of the United States about the belief of the United Kingdom that the JCPOA, the nuclear deal with Iran, should stay. That is also the view that is shared by Chancellor Merkel of Germany and President Macron of France. And that was made clear in the joint statement that I issued last night with Chancellor Merkel and with President Macron. We accept that there are other issues in relation to the behaviour of Iran. We continue to believe that the Iran nuclear deal was an important step forward in helping to keep the world safe. And as I say, there are other issues that need to be worked on, and both I and the Foreign Secretary will be continuing to work on those with our European and other allies.
Meanwhile, France's government said today that the Iranian nuclear accord is not dead, despite the U.S. withdrawal, and that European signatories will hold talks with Iran to find ways to keep it alive. French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian said that the risks of confrontation are real after U.S. President Donald Trump's decision. Le Drian said France was ready to work on a widened accord that would address Trump's concern about the 2015 deal aimed at curbing Iran's nuclear ambitions. He said he and his British and German counterparts would meet with the Iranian representative on Monday to discuss next steps. With Trump's decision to withdraw also involving the resurrections of sanctions against Iran, Airbus, Renault and other French and European companies face an uncertain future after resuming trade with Iran in the wake of the 2015 deal. Suicide bombers struck 2 police stations in Afghanistan's capital today, killing at least 2 police and wounding several other people. The first suicide bomber attacked a station in the western part of Kabul, killing at least 2 police. There was sporadic gunfire after the blast as a cleanup operation was carried out. Kabul's police chief said another 2 policemen were wounded in the attack. In a separate attack in central Kabul, in which a suicide bomber struck at an entrance to a police station, set off fighting. The gunmen occupied a nearby building from which they were firing at security forces. The Daesh group claimed the first attack. A truck has overturned on a Polish highway, spilling tons of liquid chocolate that are solidifying into a huge sticky mess. An overturned truck surrounded by brown chocolate covered 6 lanes on the A2 motorway, blocking traffic in both directions. Rescue officials said the liquid chocolate was solidifying as it cooled up and would require large amounts of hot water to clear away. A fire brigade official of Slupka, a town in western Poland, said even oil stains are easier and quicker to remove than smeared chocolate. The driver was taken to a hospital with a broken arm. The accident occurred in the morning when there was little traffic and nobody else was hurt. Chocolates appear to be very difficult to deal with. A documentary film titled Caravan sheds light on the life of an elephant which is prepared for release from an Argentine zoo to a sanctuary in Brazil after 50 years of solitude, in a bid to help more than 50 other elephants get their freedom as well. More details in the following report.
A new documentary looks to shed light on the life of an elephant that has been held in captivity for more than 50 years. As activists seek her release from an Argentine zoo to a sanctuary in Brazil, where they hope she can spend out the end of her days.
It will be the first elephant to be transported across 2 borders in South America and who will get its freedom, giving it the chance to be the first of many caravans. that we hope to secure with this film, because the larger goal with Filosa's story is basically to help more than 50 other elephants in the region get their freedom as well.
According to Possible, the production company that produced the film Caravan, Pelusa the elephant was born in captivity in Germany in 1966. When she was just 2 years old, she was taken to the La Plata Zoo in La Plata, Argentina, where she has spent the last 50 years without ever having contact with another elephant. Activist groups and NGOs, including the Franz Weber Foundation, now hope to help Pelusa cross 2 international borders so she can frolic with other elephants in a Brazilian sanctuary before she ultimately dies.
And now the time has come to give back to her what we robbed her of. The possibility of being in a wide open place, to eat naturally, and above all, to live with others of her kind. Everything she has been denied for 50 years, it is time for us to give that back to her and to so many other elephants facing the same situation.
However, the aging elephant suffers from several physical and mental conditions, and it remains to be seen if she is fit enough for the long journey. Those involved with the film say they hope Pelusa's story will help activists secure the release of 10 other elephants in Argentina and as many as 40 others in Latin America.
Back to some more local news. His Excellency Mohammed bin Nasser al-Rasbi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Defense, received in his office today Vice Admiral Timothy Peter Fraser, Chief of the British Joint Operations CGO, and his accompanying delegation currently visiting the Sultanate. The two sides exchanged viewpoints and discussed several matters of common concern. Rear Admiral Abdullah bin Khamis al-Raisi, Commander of the Royal Navy of Oman, also received the Chief of the British Joint Operations and his accompanying delegation. The two sides exchanged viewpoints and discussed a range of matters related to naval fields between two friendly countries. The two sides also discussed the preparations for the Swift Sword 3 exercise between the Sultan's armed forces and the British Army, scheduled to be conducted in October 2018. Royal Air Force of Oman RAFO celebrated the graduation of a new batch of recruits at Ghala Air Base. The ceremony was presided over by Major General Matar bin Salim al-Blushi, Commander of the Royal Army of Oman. The new batch graduated after finishing theoretical and practical training program at Sultan Qaboos Air Academy. The graduates performed a military parade, a slow and normal march accompanied by the music band of RAFO. Then the chief guest distributed appreciation certificates to the distinguished graduates. The graduates then performed the RAFO anthem and cheered thrice on His Majesty's life and took the allegiance oath. $93 was the sell rate of the tickets of the Royal Opera House Muscat during last season. This was stressed during the announcement ceremony of its 8th season for 2018-2019. The House said that there will be 2 new works with renowned opera houses in the world. Traditional arts and military musical shows will be also part of Royal Opera House's activities in the upcoming season. An economic evening entitled The Fourth Industrial Revolution was organized by the Public Authority for Investment, Promotion and Export Development, ITRA. It focused on the commercial environment in the Sultanate as well as cybersecurity and artificial intelligence. More details in the following report by Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
The opening session of the Inside Stories 2018 season, organized by the Public Authority for Investment, Promotion and Export Development, ITRA, focused on the characteristics and advantages of the fourth industrial revolution.
We're looking at the international trends and what are the challenges, maybe opportunities, where we are as Oman from the fourth industrial revolution. So this is why we have brought in different speakers or panelists from academics, from government entities who are related to this, as well as from maybe the dialogue or the discussions from audience who are attending this. This would give us more opportunity to focus in future and see what are the requirements in terms of either education, in terms of technology, infrastructure, maybe in technology as well, where we as Oman from the fourth industrial revolution.
The event witnessed the attendance of speakers and economists from both inside and outside the Sultanate to discuss opportunities and trends that serve the business environment in the country.
The fourth industrial revolution is going to transform the whole global economy, because it touches on how will data, open data, for example, and big data and artificial intelligence will transform how we can utilize these technologies to the betterment of human life.
This session shed light on the future directions of a number of contemporary topics related to the fourth industrial revolution, such as cybersecurity, innovation, and artificial intelligence. The global economy is currently witnessing the fourth industrial revolution through new products in the fields of robotics, 3D printing, nanotechnology, biotechnology, and quantum computing. Such applications are expected to transform people's lives and lead to a significant industrial growth worldwide. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Salih bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
Sultan Qaboos University and Blockchain Club organized the third forum of the Blockchain Club. The forum, which was attended by a wide range of government bodies, investors and entrepreneurs, announced a competition for students and entrepreneurs. The competition will focus on the development of an application for voting using the technology of the blockchain. The winners will receive financial rewards, and the company will purchase the application and grant the winners shares in the operating company for the application. The forum was attended by His Highness Sayyid Timur bin Asad bin Tariq Al Saeed. As part of Tender Board's approach to develop and support small and medium-sized establishments in government tenders, a workshop was organized on tenders for around 80 establishments. It shed light on the types of tenders and registration requirements and technical standards to evaluate bids. It also discussed challenges facing small and medium establishments. The workshop aimed to develop the skills of the participants with regards to government tenders. The number of development sustainable projects which financed by Oman Development Bank ODB in the first quarter of this year reached 1,543 with value of 21,118,970 Omani riyals. The industrial sector came at first position in the number of loans financed by ODB, where it reached 591 industrial projects. The fisheries wealth came as second with financing 397 loans, and agriculture and livestock wealth came in third position with 242 loans. The third annual Hotelier Summit of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries was held in Muscat. Our reporter Salih bin Khalfan al-Rahbi has more details in this report.
Expanding business networks, attracting best practices in the hospitality industry, and exchanging experiences between the hospitality sector representatives and their counterparts in the hotels industry were among the top aims of the third annual GCC Hotelier Summit hosted by the Sultanate.
This is important because on this summit will be gathered all people from the whole GCC, suppliers, buyers, and also other participants are here behind us. So we hope to get good connections and help each other and support each other in business and in future.
The two-day event brought together over 120 industry experts, comprising of international and leading hotel owners, operators, developers, architects, interior designers, consultants, and service providers under one roof.
This summit will be very important today, really to discuss the future of Oman tourism, not just in the next 1 or 2 years, but really up until the next 10, 20 years as well. And today, the importance of tourism in Oman is of key essence. There are a lot of plans ongoing and a lot of targets that they need to meet.
In addition, the conference aims to promote Oman as a touristic and investment destination in the Middle East. The participating companies will be familiarized with the hotels and hospitality market in the Sultanate and will learn more about Oman Tourism Strategy 2040, as well as the facilities provided by the Ministry of Tourism for tourism investment in the Sultanate.
This summit is an important platform to enhance the development of the hospitality and tourism sector in the Oman and the GCC countries. صالح بن خلفان الرحبي، مسقط.
A ceremony was organized for the graduation of 230 female trainees who have completed 3 months training on self-motivation. The program was organized by the Minister of Civil Service in cooperation with the private sector. The graduates displayed their graduation projects, which included business ideas and electronic applications. The program aimed to develop the skills of the participants in the field of teamwork, time management. The graduation ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Omar Al-Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service. In the framework of the company's efforts to implement the strategic plan for public bus transport in the Sultanate, which aims to link the governorates of the Sultanate to each other, the Oman National Transport Company has announced that it will launch Salalah Al-Mazyuna and Salalah Al-Marmoul route starting from Friday to facilitate the movement of passengers within the Far Governorate on a daily basis for each route back and forth, allowing passengers across both routes in Marmoul and Al-Mazyuna to travel to Muscat Governorate through the wilayas of the Al-Wusta and Al-Dakhiliya and vice versa. And now it's the time to look at the weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the governorate of South Al-Sharqiyya, Dhafar and Al-Wusta. Winds will be northwesterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight with maximum wave height of 1 meter. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Sultanate follows the United States decision on withdrawing from the nuclear deal between Iran and 5+1 powers and exert possible and available efforts to preserve security and stability in the region. AlMajalah bin Abi Safra Al-Azdi Al-Omani seminar inaugurates with the participation of academics and historians. Official working hours at public and private sectors during the holy month of Ramadan is declared. And the Public Authority for Radio and Television wins a number of awards in Arab Media Day in Cairo. With that, we do conclude this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us and good night.